kind of the turning point in the season for the defense?
I think after the Iowa game was kind of when we took the turn. I just remember sitting in the meeting room at the hotel, and Coach Haycock, was fired up at 7 o'clock in the morning right before we were heading to Akron, to play them. I think, we had a great week of preparation, and ever since then, we've just been kind of rolling. What
was different about Haycock that morning as opposed to other pregame meetings with him?
He just, I think he was kind of not happy, with our performance. We let up 44 points against Iowa, and we did some good things that day, did some bad things. I just kind of feel like that's when we kind of, we need to step up and start doing things, and I think that's just kind of when we've turned.
What did he say to you guys that really struck a chord?
I don't really know what he was saying. I just remember sitting in the hotel pregame Saturday morning. He was pretty fired up.
Marcel, it was just the defensive guys at the time?
We have an offensive defensive meeting, so it was just defense.
Marcel said that, I think Coach Campbell and then Marcel said too, that he didn't play well that Akron game, and then he kind of got better after. He said he was maybe trying to do everything. Do you remember a turn in him when he just kind of focused on his job and got better?
Yeah, I remember in the Iowa game, they were kind of getting on him. He was a little down a little bit, and and I just went up to him and said, "Hey, relax. Just go out there and play your game, or whatever." And the next series he had 3 tackles in a row, big plays for us. And then Akron game, it was kind of the same deal. But he's figured it out. He's coming to practice every single day. He's probably the hardest worker at practice. He goes hard every single time, and he's just continuing to get better. And that's why you've seen him get Defensive Player of the Week the last 2 weeks. He's earned it, and he's going to continue to get better. And Coach Veit is doing awesome with us. There's a lot of guys playing in the linebacker room. To have a lot of guys playing and playing at a high rate and fast, that's all coaching.
What was it? When was that with you and Marcel?
When I told him to relax.
Yeah.
During the Iowa game.
Okay.
Kind of just, he was kind of down on himself because some coaches were kind of getting on him, about some things that he needed to do or whatever, and I just told him to relax and play your game, and he'll be fine.
What kind of progression have you seen from the defensive line? I know you've talked at different times this year about them and how they can kind of create lanes and the things they do, but the growth that they've had this year, what have you seen from that group?
Huge. They've gotten better every single week, and it's not just the 3 starting guys, Jaquan, JD, and Ray. It's not just those guys. It's all their backups too. Trent, Annie, Spencer Benton, and Jamal Johnson getting some PT last week. There's Coach Sheets got those guys rolling right now, and we need to keep them going. And he's going to do that. And the linebackers are having success because of those guys. Our coaches tell us every day, we need to level up on those guys because they're playing really well for us right now.
How much did the bye week help everybody on the defensive side of the ball?
I think it was huge. One, I think it's just to relax a little bit, get those first 3 the first quarter of the season over pretty much, and then just figure out our game plan and go from there. During the Akron game, we kind of switched some things up a little bit, went from the 4 down to mainly a 3 down kind of team. So, that was kind of big for us too there.